What up, Skate? Welcome to Bar Vibes with Bryce Fourth, giving out raw reaction and interacting with the masses. No subject is safe. You hear the people, the noise, but that's the point. Because without the people, what is the point? Embrace some vibrations. And actually, you will hear the people in here because there is a playoff fantasy football league going on right now. I've never been a part of one. It sounds pretty cool. It's just degenerate gamblers just trying to gamble on anything they possibly could. To each his own. I just know that, like, if you're in a playoff fantasy league, you lose your best player, it's done. Done deal. You're done. But hey, all in good fun. So normally I do, playoff recaps. I'm sorry, I said playoff recaps, so stupid. Week recaps, but it's the playoffs right now, and I prefer, after the shitty ass week, not even talking about the Eagles, but this is shitty ass games that meant absolutely nothing, pointless. We can talk about the playoff games, and naturally, I'm going to start with Eagles Bucks. Eagles on the road, deservedly so, squandered away their opportunity to have a home playoff game, and the Bucks, who was a team that no one believed they would be where they are right now, got themselves a playoff home game. Now, this is a bittersweet thing for them because the Bucks did not want to come to Philly if they had to in cold weather. Eagles, on the other hand, probably love to have a warm game, no rain, hopefully not, fingers crossed, and but when it comes down to brass tacks, Jalen hurt his finger. Thankfully that it wasn't a fracture. He just, it popped out, popped in, sublux. That's fine. I'm pissed off that they have not said anything about what the fuck is going on with AJ Brown's knee. And for me, I guess if you don't say anything is wrong, nothing is wrong. Devontae Smith has been walking around with his ankle very much so sprained for the past few weeks. When it comes down to it, because the Eagles already played the Bucks, run the football. That, and you get a lot of people saying that the Eagles have been playing a very predictable offense. Yeah, that's true. Very true. Very true. When you got people in bars calling your plays, it's either a problem or a strategy. I don't know what the fuck it is. I can't speculate. I'm not in those offices. I hope it is the latter. Baker Mayfield, the quarterback for the Bucks, he is banged up. He's got some bruised ribs. He's got an ankle injury. The only thing that alarms me about the Eagles is that the Bucks are very good on red zone defense. They're third in the league. And also, they send blitzes like no other. Eagles used to have Todd Bowles. I know who Todd Bowles is, the defensive coordinator. He's going to dial up some blitzes. It's up to, coaching staff and also Jalen to make the reads when you see it. Also, run some fucking screens. I remember a time when we had Brian Westbrook where you could see a screen every other fucking pass. Screen. Oh, pass, run, screen. Screen. Pass, run, pass downfield. Screen. Come on, man. It's not that difficult. Not being a homer, I feel like the Eagles handle business in Tampa. Rams Lions. It's hard for me to say that I am more excited for this game than the fucking Eagles playing on Monday night. Who fucking did that? But that's neither here nor there. The scheduling is the scheduling. Rams Lions is going to be fired. If you follow football, Matt Stafford played in Detroit for over a decade, never sniffed the playoffs, and now here he is going back to Detroit with the Rams to play in a playoff game. I know the Lions, if you watch Matt Stafford, they're worried. They should be. But the Lions have been playing very well. A lot of people criticized them for drafting Jahmyr Gibbs, the running back, in the first round, and it turned out to be a really good decision. It sucks that the Laporta, the tight end from the Lions, he's hurt, which is a big blow. Pause to the Lions, but this is a game that you just got to get up for. They're in a dome, so the weather does not matter, and for if I'm Matt Stafford, I'm like I gotta go in here and destroy them. I have to. Rams running game is nasty. Nasty. And then you get Puka Nacua, their rookie receiver, who's got over 1,400 yards. He only has 5 touchdowns, but if you watch the tape, he blocks his ass off. I mean, point of attack, block. And then that opens up everything. If you had to ask me who's going to win this game, I'm going Rams. I just am. Just off vibes. That's what the kids are doing these days, right? I'm going off vibes. I think the Rams might win this game. No, I'm sorry. I think the Rams will win this game. Browns-Texans. So there's a couple of things that play into this. C.J. Stroud, if he does win this game, will be the first rookie to lead his team from worst to first and win a playoff game since the merger, and that's 1970. Lights out. No doubt in my mind that he is Offensive Rookie of the Year. That's just not even a question. And as for the Browns, they honestly do feel like they have a chance. I mean, you sit Joe Flacco, in a game that didn't matter, obviously, but the Browns feel like they have a chance, so they're like, we're not going to give any doubt whether or not Joe Flacco is going to be playing. Good for you guys. Browns have been over the moon for weeks, knowing that they're going to be in the playoffs. And if you're telling me that DeMeco Ryans is not Coach of the Year, you are a fucking idiot. The man came in, no head coaching experience, and took this team with, a 5th-round pick at receiver, Nico Collins. You lose Tank Dell. Your defense is not that great, but you get the players to buy in. That is why I'm picking the Texans to win this game. Dolphins-Chiefs. This is going to be a rough one for the Dolphins. So I saw the stat earlier. If you watch NFL, Patriots, for once, not good. But the Patriots have beaten more teams over 500 than the Dolphins have. That is very significant. Yes, they've had a lot of injuries, the Dolphins have. And I get it, but you're going to a place where it's cold. You're going to a place where you might not be able to throw it as well as you want. If the Dolphins can't get downfield, if they don't have A-Chain, Mostert, Waddle, and Tyreek, it's going to be a long fucking day in that cold. On the flip side, no freeway. If the Chiefs have been playing the way that they've been playing recently with the drops and, no one to rely on. It's just Patrick Mahomes doing, magical shit. If he doesn't get those magical plays, Dolphins win. But again, Chiefs are home. Patrick Mahomes has not lost a home game since he's been there. What are we gonna do? So if you ask me, Chiefs win this game. Steelers, Bills. The Steelers, they were 7-3, I believe, and they just lost some terrible fucking games. And they got to 7-7, and it goes to show you what a great coach Mike Tomlin is, to lead the Steelers to a 10-7 record, get them in the playoffs. He is tied for the most 10-win seasons in Steelers history with Bill, and the Bills fucking backdoored their way into the 2 seed to get home games. This not as much. It's not as significant as it would be for a team that doesn't play in the cold, because Steelers play in the cold all the time. But that Bills atmosphere is totally different when you're talking about home games. And Josh Allen is peaking at the right time, but it's something about the Steelers defense that I feel like they're gonna shut down whatever the Steelers feel like they can do, and at that point, I'm picking the Bills. Packers, Cowboys. Yeah, I get it. As much as I want the Packers to go into, Cowboy City, Dallas, beat them, I'm not sure that they can do it. Jordan Love playing well. I get it. And so at that point, do you have enough firepower when it comes to the Packers to stifle, Micah Parsons? Do you have enough firepower to stifle, the cornerback play? Do you have enough firepower in your as the Packers to stop Dak, who's actually been playing well? I will give him that. I'm not sure. I'm picking the Packers to win by 2. 2 points. 2 points. Noah's laughing at me. In other news, Sixers are reeling without Embiid, and that's to be expected. It happens, Still great record right now. Only 12 losses. Losing to the Jazz is not good, but it is what it is. Michigan won a natty. I knew they were going to win it because they ran rub shot all over the fucking Washington defense. Penix, the quarterback for Washington, had probably his worst game of the season. They were undefeated. I don't know what, Michigan did, but they made sure that he was very uncomfortable. Michigan. They ran for 302 yards, and I saw somebody say, this is the best team that college football is. No, it's not. I can name 3 teams better than them. 01 Miami, 03 USC, and even 2019 LSU. But great team nonetheless. They allowed less than 25 points in all of their games, and I think 10 of their games they were under 10. It's a pretty good team. Tiger leaves Nike. Now, this is what made me laugh. Nike is great. That was just a stupid ass thing to say. Everybody knows who fucking Nike is. But it's not bad for Tiger, it's bad for Nike. Why would Nike not sign Tiger to a lifetime deal? Just like LeBron. He could leave and we made this joke the other day. He could go to K-Swiss, LA Gear, pay less. You don't think people are going to buy Tiger shit? You're just dumb. Mike Vrabel fired. Titans, you're stupid. You're dumb. Just like you did when you fucking traded away A.J. Brown. Also stupid. Mike Vrabel could put his fucking chips in a fucking in a bin. Anybody picking him out, they're going to want Mike Vrabel. He is a player's coach through and through. I heard it was politics and that it was probably the GM just was like, hey, it's time to let it go. It doesn't matter. I know a lot of his players are pissed off about this. Good coaches go through bad times. It happens. Very dumb by the Titans. Nick Saban retires. Pete Carroll out. 2 very great coaches did what they needed to do. And Pete Carroll's coming back for advisory role, which makes sense because he's probably just I'm done doing all this dumb shit. When it comes to day-to-day, this and that. Nick Saban retires. I mean, what else do you need Nick Saban to do? Let's go Buffalo. And you heard what he had to say. That was Big Ed saying, "Let's go Buffalo." No one seconds the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. But to end this, I have recently been into darts lately. I don't know.
My Knicks too. OG, they're playing.
Here we go with the Knicks.
22-15.
There you go. Knicks up. I mean, they beat Philly the other day, so they did. I'm very into darts recently. I don't know why. I'm into sports where it means accuracy. You got to think a little bit. That's why I love bowling. That's why I love playing cornhole. I didn't know that darts had like a skills competition. When I watched it, I was like, you're just like flipping a fucking. Either way, shout out to Luke Littler. Almost won. His man was 16 years old. The man looks like 25. Either way, that is the recap. Big ups to the first state. Stay focused and be great. Take a sip. Enjoy your day. Enjoy life. If you got somebody in your life that you feel like you can move forward in, make some sacrifices. It's okay. Have fun.